one part of the circle, and then these guys had to be on the other side, so they found him, they killed him.
Absolutely. We can take a look at some of the standings as well here. Not only our kills, but also standings as we continue things on here for the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge. And LHW, with the ranking in terms of kills, is able to take that top spot so far. But RRQ overall has just absolutely racked them up over the last 3 games. In the first 2 games, it was only 2 kills and 1 kill, but then the last 3, they've absolutely turned it on.
Absolutely. You can see the Chinese teams, the Thai teams really doing strong work. I got a big shout out for Big Russian Bot getting 24 kills, and then also you see creeping into the top 10 now, all 3 North American teams, Gangstars, Cloud9, and Wildcard in double digits now in kills. Nowhere near the Asian teams, but that's promising progress moving into day 2.
That's definitely starting to go ahead and use that first-person advantage to their advantage, and as we still see LHW just getting a bunch of kills. And something I want to go ahead and point out is that LHW is getting a bunch of kills, but they are not getting the wins. So, yeah. And that's something that we even saw yesterday. They were able to actually go ahead and get 2nd place. They got, I believe it was 8th place as well, getting a lot of kills, but not wins. Are they going to go ahead and start mixing it up to do not for that many kills and just wait towards the end?
I feel for them a little bit. I feel like they have the gun skills. They've outshot pretty much everybody, but they have not been put in those final zones, always finding themselves on the move. You see G9 here and 17 with our DPT, both of them a pretty stark contrast there in squad kills. 18 to 3 in favor of RRQ Athena, and that's going to snag them that first place chicken dinner every day of the week.
RRQ G9 definitely ready right there with his fist up saying, come at me. You can definitely back it up.
One thing's for sure though, at the moment, these 4 teams that are standing at the top are running it completely. And now, I've got to ask you guys, do all these other teams have to be extremely concerned as we now take a look at the standings? Of course, 770 points from RRQ coming in at the top there, and that means now that they're going to be propelling themselves so far into the lead.
They already had a pretty sizable advantage, and again, 330 points on just the 2nd place team here. GT Doyu again, 2nd and 3rd, and then CPT, the other team from China, in 4th place there. So they are extending their lead, making it more difficult to be caught. But again, you see Gangsta make an appearance in the top 5 there. Solid performance from them, and Wildcard hitting number 10.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and see if maybe Cloud9 starts waking up a little bit there. We saw them kind of going off there early, being on the pretty much not being so aggressive. And when they did, when they were aggressive, it didn't work out for them. So I want to go ahead and see how they readjust here for the upcoming 3 games.
Again, if we look at the points overall, though, which we'll get to look at in a moment, these 4 teams at the very top, even coming into today, with 300 points ahead of 5th place, which is pretty crazy difference to say the least. So, if they continue doing today, they are a class of their own.
They really are. And big shout outs here to GG Gamers. The number 10 finish. The total score. And RRQ Athena has shot up there on chicken dinner ahead of everybody. Almost 500 points ahead of 2nd place, which is LHW. And this is really, really, really something.
A big division between 5th and these 4 teams. Just amazing.
Yeah, and it comes down to our team's going to go ahead and start challenging them. They pretty much know LHW is always going to go no. They don't go ahead and challenge them. CPT is pretty much always going to go military, at least from what we've seen, right? Are we going to go ahead and start seeing teams like Big Russian Bot, Gangstars, Bigatron? You're going to go ahead and start pushing the action super early and try to knock them out early. That way they don't get the points, that way they don't get the kills, nor the points in placement.
We saw LHW get pressured earlier on Sandhawk early on in the game, and the results were not in their favor. So we'll see if maybe teams switch things up. They know where they drop. Bigatron here making an appearance in the top 10 overall. They're sitting at number 9 overall. So big them as well. GG Gamers is to do well. They had a couple of inconsistencies on day 1, finishing very low in the rankings, but other than that, they've had pretty solid top 10 placements overall.
Aside from 17th place from Evos and Illumine, those 2 teams as well have been extremely consistent, right? They have constantly been set in that top 10, in that top 5, fighting it out to gain themselves that kind of 5th, 6th spot that I think they're going to hold for.
Evos Burnout's been a really, really solid team, and they're one of the most feared teams in Asia. If you ask any other Asian team, no way, it's Evos. And Evos, again, coming into really solid performance. Yesterday, we just had that one outlier. We got knocked out early. A little bit of, unfortunate things happen in PUBG, and that's why they took 12 games in order to find our winner, because we just never know what's going to happen in this game. Overall, a really great tournament.
Yeah, and I should mention, it is an outlier because they did win the first game yesterday, and that was a huge thing standings. So I want to go ahead and see how they come out on game of day number 2. Can they go ahead and get that another win? Maybe bring up the momentum. That's something I mentioned a lot. Teams will pretty much feed up that momentum. It's something they want to go ahead and just get that little edge, give them more confidence, and just start pushing the action a lot more, getting those skills, getting start if they want to go ahead and challenge RQ.
Want to point out, we've had a lot of focus on the Chinese. They've done extremely well. For good reason. But check this out. 4 of the 5 hitters so far going to Thailand.
Indeed. All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's head down to the stage. That interview is ready. As welcome back, guys. Thank you, Calaris, for sending it on over. We are here with our Argus G9. He might look pretty familiar. He's actually the twin of the captain, D2E. So fun to have him up on stage. We're going to be asking him a couple of questions here. First question being, so we had TPP on the first day. We're back here on day 2 for FPP. Which one do you prefer? And, do you feel comfortable in one or the other?
I like FPP more because I can shoot more bullets from the back.
Okay, it's good to be sneaky. I like that strategy. So, second question being, you guys are now almost a full chicken dinner ahead of every other team. You're very far ahead right now, halfway through the second day. Do you guys have confidence that you can win the entire global finals? Okay, well, there you go. That's nice to hear. Good that you do have confidence. Give it up for G9 and the rest of RRQ. So, guys, we are going to go to a quick commercial break, so I'll be right back in just a moment. Stay tuned.
People at? Well, I mean, it's so crazy because we all live in different parts of the world, so this is like the second opportunity other than the North American Challenge to actually be together in person. You know, we spend so many hours in game together, so being able to hang out together is just, oh, it's awesome.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
这几天我们都是晚上一起研究那个新手机，还有战术，还有研究了其他战队的那些比赛视频。And thankfully to PUBG Mobile, the campus championship that was held in India gave us the opportunity to come here, and we are really excited for the PMSC Global Finals, and we really hope to win it.
이게 1회로 끝나는 게 아니라 2회 계속 할 수도 있으면 좋겠고, 저희뿐만 아니라 많은 전 세계 사람들이 이런 기회를 얻어서 좋은 경험을 해봤으면 좋겠습니다.
Actually, we'll practice more and more because we know that we are competing with most competitive teams. So we'll practice, we'll improve our skills more, and let's see.
Merak ediyorum özellikle yemeklerini. Hayatımda hiç deve eti yemedim. Deve eti yemek istiyorum.
The terrifying nightmares. Team Pyro. Fighting.
The new Galaxy Note 9 has more power than you need. Like a remote control for a phone. Why would you? That's why. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need until you need it.
After we listen to our player community, Lightspeed Studios decides to make things as flawless as possible. How do you transfer the map on PC? That's easy. We simply copy and paste it. I was kidding. Yeah, whenever we have a bigger city area, there's greater pressure on performance, especially on mobile devices. Therefore, specifications for terrain, buildings, vegetations, and more have to be precise in order to run the game smoothly. We also simplify the complicated building structures and city items to make it easier for players to loot. The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even small vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there's way more content. The area outside the city is a mountainous region which lacks shelters such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot in the back of a sword. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This new map is awesome. So we constantly working on stuff during the daytime, and then we stay up all night playing. Couldn't sleep. Oh, look.
PUBG Mobile Star Challenge Global Finals 2018. Had to breathe there for a moment, as we do have our next game coming up in a few moments' time. But before we do that, let's recap what we had happening. Number one, of course, here when it came to Erangel. Overall, I think 7. Something that's a highlight here is the fact that our initial playing path and every option available to teams was very, very open.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just use my Samsung Galaxy Tab S4. You can see it right here. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This plane we've seen. So you just pretty much landing in Noble every single time. And we also saw the team from India pretty much taking way, and I mean way too long right there. And you just can't do that, as we saw it was just starting to push back and forth. So you're going to have to get out of there.
We knew that Crave was going to pose some problems,
and
that Crave did pose some problems. AW, they're acting as a little bit of clickbait, if you will. And Evo's coming in.
We don't know nothing about that.
No, you know nothing about that one, that's for sure. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm moving them on as fast as possible. Talking about number 2, here onto Erangel. Are there any changes that you want to see from some of these teams coming in? I will get your thoughts on that in just a few moments, though.
Sounds really good.
We're going to introduce some of our other teams that you may not have seen yesterday, but we want to hear a little bit more from them.
คิดว่าในระดับโลกก็คงไม่ได้ยากเกินไปที่เราจะคว้าแชมป์มาให้ได้ครับตอนนี้ยังไม่ได้คิดเรื่องเงินครับตอนนี้คิดแค่ว่าจะเอาที่ 1เดียวชิคเก้นนิกเกอร์ที่ 1ก็เราอยากฝากให้ทุกทีมนะครับคือเราวางหลักพวกคุณให้ดีครับไม่แน่เราจะไปยิงหลังพวกคุณครับ My parent was very glad and just can't say anything. He was happy with both of us. Don't let us in early. If you let us in early, I will bring you up.
It gave me goosebumps to be in an international tournament with him, and it's really exciting for both of us to be in the PMSC Global Finals, and a really proud moment for both of us brothers to be in India.
I want to thank Mumbai for hosting such a big event at such a large scale. Me and my brother are very excited to face the other competitive team.
So we won it in India, and we hope we won it here. So let's go, brother. Let's win this.
Somebody's got to stop them, man. 3 chicken dinners in a row. And then we've also got GT Doyu, CPT, LH Doyu also rapping at the door. Each and every game, those 4 teams rounding out your top 4. And I'm really hoping that we see some shuffling maybe here moving forward. Maybe GG, Arabad.
Maybe they got something to say for the whole town.
Also, the big Russian bot, we saw them being very consistent there on day 1. I want to go ahead and see what they do here on day number 2. Are they going to go ahead and continue that consistency and try to push a little bit more for the top 3 spots? And just who's going to go ahead and challenge? Like, who's going to go ahead and challenge CPT on military? Who's going to go ahead and challenge LHW in Noble? Are any teams going to go ahead and try to take that risk? Or are they just going to pretty much let him go with it? Are they just going to give him as much time as they want to loot up and then just wait until the end?
You think overall here with, you brought a big Russian bot, I want to continue on that train of thought for a moment here. They've been one of those kind of middle of the pack teams that has got themselves a few kills to their name. It's difficult for some of these middle of the pack teams to get a ton of kills because it's being soaked up completely by that top 4. So if Big Russian Bot has the opportunity to do so, I definitely think they're capable to get big numbers there.
I think everybody has to start pushing. You know, you're seeing huge kill gap right now between the top 4 teams and everyone else. I mean, we're seeing, you know, 8th through 10th place now in the kill feed is the North American teams, but again, they're 40 kills behind some of what the Asian teams are doing. Do the math on that. That's basically a full game of behind if you look at like a chicken dinner.
Definitely, and also something to go ahead and point out right after this game, we are going to be halfway through the tournament. It's not day 1, baby. You're gonna have to push the action. If you don't do so, you're gonna be so behind in points that you're not gonna be able to do anything.
You almost need to, I guess, make a Hail Mary if you're kind of middle of the pack, because some of those middle of the pack teams are almost 1,000 points, 1,500 points behind some of those front runners.
Yeah, they really don't think the play styles have been. It's been an interesting thing. The aggression of the Asian teams. It's just part. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'm sure we're gonna have some stuff to see here shortly.
That's right. Well, let's get into it then. I mentioned it's gonna be a milestone here going into this next game, as we will be at that 50% mark. And overall, I want to see a crazy plane. I want to see a plane not going through the middle of the map.
Right.
Because actually,
all the way over the southern island, not touching anything.
The planes are generous 7.
They have, especially the last one, as we were able to see it there on the Samsung Galaxy Tab. If you see those, they're gonna pretty much just go to. If it goes straight down the middle, they're just gonna go to wherever they want. Now, if they go up north, where some teams, last we see, LH, and those teams like to go south, go ahead and do. How are they gonna go ahead and react? Are they gonna jump in and wait, or are they gonna go ahead and change their plays? Because they actually decided not to go George Bull.
Cars are always a possibility with the plane pass. You can drive to where you want to go, but something that you gotta keep when you have those offset plane paths is if it's a northern plane path and you car, it's going to take time, minutes to get all the way south, and then minutes even to get to have a northern zone. It could be costly, and that's a game-changing decision potentially if you want to go and charge into the like that.
Definitely is. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. It is time to get game number 2 here on for day 2 going as we get things started. Brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Let's see who's going to rack up more points.
Who is going to go ahead and be the winner of game number 2? And I want to go ahead and see RRQ, Athena, are they going to go ahead and come out hot again? Are they going to go ahead and follow that momentum? We saw them get 18 kills, ladies and gentlemen, in the last match. And before that, on day 1, on the game 3 and 4, they got 16 kills. 14 kills. That is just, PB, that is so many kills as we see the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 coming down from the airplane. And here we go. Game number 2 of day 2.
Following on LHW, and again, a very friendly plane path right through the middle of the map, and it's going to end on Nova Noe. So LHW, assuming they're going to go there once again, will have the least amount of time to loot up before they got to move to the zone. We've got the Galaxy folks going up to Stalber, it looks like, interesting drop spot. Evo's going to their typical Yasnaya Poliana. We've also got Terror making a play for Watertown, it looks like, and again, we've got Baraka and his crew, BRK, heading for Watertown as well. So very interesting stuff to right now, more of the same. We seem to have found a level of comfort, and it's going to come down to the first rotations to see what people do.
But check this out. Arab Madness is going to go ahead and try to challenge their BRK on Venice.
They're peeling off. Did you see that? Arab Madness saw BRK letting there as if it were some sort of surprise at this point, and they peeled off. And they're going to go elsewhere, it looks like.
I'm starting to see a lot of teams being more aggressive here. As we saw some teams not even having a vehicle and just running around, as Fyra is trying to pick up Ever Fury. And they got to watch out because they got Hot Jukes in the wildcard team coming very close by. We know they pretty much like going to where Hospital is.
Developing. They got Terror coming in right behind right now. I don't know how this is going to work out for them. They're rotate They've got 2 squads ahead of them already doing their thing.
This is definitely going to be interesting here by Terror. Something that we pointed out yesterday is that they don't like being so aggressive. Even though when they are aggressive, it works out for them. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and change that a little bit. Just in the previous match, as we were mentioning, they got just caught by looking at an airdrop for a little bit too long. Something that I know everybody at home watching this, you probably experienced that, PB, where you see that airdrop, you're like, oh yes, I'm going to go ahead and get it, and then it ends up on top of the building.
And it's one thing in a public match to look at it for that long. It's another thing in competitive tournament play. Looks like Terry is going to go to the west side of Northern Georgia Pole, and they're going to split through a squad that is already looting up and crash their car.
Terror being aggressive. Being aggressive, trying to challenge GTW. Interesting place here by him. I'm actually
Northern Georgia right now. So you've got Gangstars looting up the east of Northern Georgia. You've got GTW all over the place in Northern Georgia. You've got Terror Squad right in the middle of them. Terror Squad has an opportunity right now to really start picking apart GTW one at a time. However, GT appears to know that they are there, and they are starting to kind of shade towards one side to potentially squad up for a fight.
And the interesting thing here about GTW is they have a lot of angles. They pretty much have them surrounded, and Terror Squad from India are just going to be in the middle. How are they going to get out of this? Are they going to go ahead and try to engage or loot up and get out? Because they are 1,800 meters away from the zone. The zone is very east right now, so something to go ahead and keep an eye on. At least Terror is able to go ahead and pick up some guns and is going to be able to defend themselves if they do engage with GTW.
It's going to come down to shots over there. We've got over here, it looks like, this is Milton Power. KWCD looting up. They're being cautious. They seem to be aware of someone's presence inside the compound. Waiting to see who that is. It looks like Illuminate looting up the main power building, control room. Inside the compound.
Trying to be a little bit more cautious here.
JCC is in the main power building. A bit of a predicament right now. He doesn't even know it.
He's going to go check it. JC does have a DP-28, so if he needs extra ammo, he doesn't even has that to his advantage. And look at this. WCD they're working together. If they wanted to, they could take out this player. And keep in mind, it is going to go ahead and be FPP here, ladies and gentlemen. And now, look at this, the AKM. The AKM is a powerful gun, up close and personal, so it could be to his advantage here, PB.
It's looking interesting right now for JCC. He has called out that there are people there. He's heard the footsteps back off a little bit, and it looks like just now they're going to announce their presence just as loud. Grenades into the warehouse and Illuminate right now caught with one player out, but he has grabbed a Jeep and he has headed off back to safety of his squad who's got a smoke waiting for him.
He grabbed that UAC and got out of there as soon as possible. My goodness, that was actually super smart plays there by Illuminate's player. And look at this, they are on top of this building. If anything, they do have the height advantage, and they're also still looting up that Mini 14. As we've seen it, a great gun. We saw a lot of it actually on the NA finals by Beowulf only not being here, but other players as well, like Hot Jukes and Sam from Cloud9.
You can see the GT squad here again grouping up. They've got 3 split one way, one the other, and this is pretty typical of what we've seen from the Asian squad so far. 6 gun has been spotted. And he gets knocked. That's a huge kill from Anand right there. Can he take advantage? That guy is separated from his squad, so there is an opportunity here for them to go get an early finish on one of the GT Doyu squads.
He decides to. This is what we're talking about. They're being too timid at this point. He is by himself. He needs to go ahead and try to push the action. This is huge for them. I want to go ahead and see if he's able to, but look at this. They give him enough time, and now GTW is starting to flank around. It looks like the Terror Squad, they're being a little bit too timid still. I wonder if he's going to be able to notice here this player passing by.
Man, a little bit of an unfortunate break. Anand getting the great kill, and it's at this point, we've had quite a delay. They've rotated all the way from the other side of the city, and well, we'll have to wait and see what's going on. He's looking both ways before he crosses the street. It appears to be clear heading across now at this point. Akon and Ed on the side just runs through him. So again, just being outclassed right now by the Chinese squad. GT Doyu just showing their superiority here.
And definitely outclassed, right? You want to be aggressive, but you also don't want to run out in the open like that. If you can, maybe throw a smoke or try to find a different angle and try to find some cover. If you would have maybe rushed a little bit sooner, he might have been able to go ahead and get that finish, because GT Ed was not ready for that engagement.
Those players were not there.
He wasn't on top of that building. He wasn't going to get a shot
by the car, and the car went over with one player, Shushi, and picked him up. I mean, really solid tactical play from GT. Another missed opportunity. Terror Squad.
Very, very are not living up to their naming. And look at the circle right now, something now. You is gonna have to worry about Gainstars when they come out. And look at this, GT God taking people down left and right with that UMP. That man has a 4 times on it, and we saw it early. And boy, is this gun accurate!
That's really impressive stuff here. Six God getting avenged from his own knock here. He is not gonna want to. And look at it. This is the aggressive play we're talking about.
This is what we want to
have a knock, and you see immediately the squad snaps to it. They know they've got him on the ropes. Grenades come in. The vehicle rolls in. Their squad mates come in. You see him enter the house. Six got going into frag. And as you can see, cleared the first floor. He sees the second floor. Nobody there.
GT, though you knows they have him hurt, and they're going to go ahead and try to push the action. They're just going to keep on moving. They have pretty much 2 players down. They need to go ahead and get one more. And look at this. Great play by the terrorist squad as he gets in the car and gets out of there. That is maybe one of the best plays that I have seen by the team from India.
It's gonna keep him alive for a little bit longer as a squad, but unfortunately his teammates are left hung out to dry. Amit decides to take things into his own hands. Torpedo gets finished, and unfortunately for the terror squad, they are left with 1 member left.
See that beautiful replay there, brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9, just destroying people with that UMP in the 4 time. One of these guns that I'm starting to see a lot here on this competitive games. And talking about competitive guns, we got the Mini 14, which I believe was a 6 time. I wasn't able there to double check, but Illuminate, they know they got KWCD there by Milta Power. Are they gonna go ahead and wait it out? They are in the zone, so they don't have to worry about moving.
I love how they park their cars just with that little berm and play where they have them protected. The tires aren't going to get shot out. Nobody's really going to take, bullets at the top of the cars from range, wasting that ammo. You can see Gangstars here from the top of the ridge, hanging out just outside the zone, trying to zoom around and get in.
And as we see Sute there on the kill feed, being able to go ahead and take down one of the Arab Madness players. And Rolex goes down to Evil's Bull Sharks to a grenade, and oh my god,
the car kill! Oh my goodness, Ever Fury, he is not having any of it, and he decides to go run him over. You gotta love it.
The disrespect there by Gainstars. They say, you know what, we're just not even gonna go ahead and jump out. I don't want your loot. I'm just gonna go ahead and run you over and just go with it.
You know, Northern George provides a lot of loot when you're not even bothering to stop and pick up that extra ammo and extra weapons, man. He just ran him over, a little kaboom, kaboom, and he is off into the distance.
Loving those sound effects. Definitely love them. And look at this. Galaxy just pretty much waiting patiently, looting up. We have seen them in interesting spots. We saw them very northeast earlier, and it seems like they're still there. And look at this fight right here. Cloud9 going up against Evos. Cloud9 already has lost one of their teammates as Rolex did get naded and got destroyed there by Evos early in the game. Is Evos going to go ahead and try to push this? We know that the Asian teams are very aggressive. Can they go ahead and push this? Because they do have the numbers, but they have to be careful because BTR is very close by.
This is an interesting position that they find themselves in. They're not in Yasnaya this time, but again, Evos and Cloud9 finding a way to connect early, and they do exchange a few bullets. Evos out on the veterans.
Carnage here with the M4. He seems like he's switching it up. He does have a 4 time on it, but as we mentioned, BTR is close by.
5-9 sandwich. Sam taking some shots here from BTR out the backside here. And it looks like Odo has been made aware of it. He's going to roll over. Sam with the 6 times here. Watch Sam spray if he does find somebody to connect with.
And if he can, we know that man's got some accuracy, but he has to be careful as BTR might be aware now that they're in there, so they might go ahead and be worried that they're going to go ahead and push. Now, interesting place here by Cloud9. They do have the cars inside. That's definitely going to go ahead and work to their advantage, right? And look at this, Gainstars. Actually seen them there before. We've seen that play from them. They like to go ahead and
they like that berm. Yeah, they like that berm, but they are in range right now of one of the compounds nearby, so they're going to be well hidden, so they're going to be able to peek in here. But this could be a difficult position for them rotating out to see what develops as the circle flows.
They can definitely peek it, but they also have to play. If they get pushed by teams, they do have Evos there on the other compound, pretty much just north of west here. Actually, Evos Bullshark starts noticing that he's going to go ahead and start backing them up a little bit. He doesn't want them to get a little bit too comfortable on that area. Evos Bullshark just being precise there with that single fire on the M16.
Oh my
and he's able to get him that accuracy, ladies and gentlemen.
Not used to that kind of accuracy from
And
range.
this play here by Evos, they're going to go ahead and push it. They know they got a player down, ladies and gentlemen. Evos knows they have Gainstars hurting. And look at this push here by Evos.
Look at the split. This is brilliant. Evos on the offensive here. Look at the angle.
The angles in the Gainstars.
GameStar starting to realize that they're starting to get flanked. They're gonna go ahead and jump on the cars. It's soon they're gonna be able to go ahead and get out of there. As the Evil's Bull Shark is getting shot by other GameStar's teammates. Interesting plays here as Evils with that beautiful flank, but luckily there for GameStars, they realize that they're in a bad spot and they push out.
Very well played by both squads there. Evo's really at another level as far as their accuracy is concerned. GameStar's not used to that type of opposition. When they take that spot in North America, that's something that they're able to hold. They're able to knock people down. Evo's able to easily pick up the knock immediately, which you saw, which we haven't seen from a lot of the teams in this tournament, is immediate aggression. As soon as they picked up the knock, they win. They pushed GameStars out of the spot. GameStars realized they were in trouble, immediately hopped the vehicles and let Dipsons see winners.
Evos just being so aggressive. We have never seen that before. And look
They
at
lost their
Evos
compound.
now gonna go up against
Look at this.
CPT controlling that building. Can they go ahead and just win this before CPT hand jumps in? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. CPT going inside the building. We got Evos outside. Evos JC gets knocked down by CPT. He's gonna go and get finished, but CPT gets knocked down from behind. Bull Shark with those accurate shots. He gets knocked down from behind as well as CPT hand.
What a play from Han. On the play, Han takes down X as well. Evos is on the rope. Ernie is down to him. And Ernie goes down. This is brilliant play from CPT. They stole the compound. Extreme awareness, seeing the Evos had left it to go take on the GameStars. And that aggressive move cost him. Check this out. C9 comes into the scene as well. Try to up against the CPT team.
And this is the perfect time right here. They need to go ahead and push. They had 2 players down. They only have 1 down right now. You see Coda starting to get some shots. That man's got AKM. Sam being able to go ahead and take another player down there from CPT. Great, wonderful plays here by Cloud9 as he knocks another player down. Cloud9 trying to take control of this compound. Oh, actually, I believe somebody got it taken down. Ladies and gentlemen, can he push this kill? Cloud9 takes out CPT.
The compound. They said no way. CPT takes the compound from Evos. Cloud9 takes it from CPT. Who's next? Who's gonna come flying into the next car? Is it Illuminate? We'll have to wait and see.
If you are not standing out of your seat right now at home or celebrating, my gosh, that is some of the most intense action back and forth I have seen ever.
And Evos still under fire. Illuminate indeed does show up. And Z9 in trouble. Their tires being flattened right now. They have nowhere to go. They are stuck at this point. And remember, they are a man down as they lost Rolex a little bit earlier.
They are, and I believe they're actually 2 men down now with Kodo being up, and I believe it might have been Carnage as well. So actually Kodo is the only one left from C9 there. Huge hit by C9 as they were able to actually go ahead and secure 3 kills, but you gotta go ahead and kind of think about it, right?
You know what's crazy?
Worth it.
You know what's crazy about this game is we've seen so much action, we've seen so many great plays, but look at how many teams are still alive. And this is a huge thing. If C9 goes out now, they're going to be 18th place. It seems like they've done a great job, right? But we're still at 18th place. So many teams left on the board.
Once we zoom out and look at the map there, brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9, you're going to realize that that was just a tiny little area in the map. There's still a lot of teams getting ready to LSU get some shots here. We are here.
Really good stuff at that compound. LHW up on the cliffside now, taking a look at Big Russian Bot. Really nice stuff from him. We've got LHW Zen looking with a Car 98 down at the compound, and he is very feared with that gun. He prefers the DMR, but he's rocking bolt action for right now.
He's going to be able to get some shots there. We saw him being able to get some knocks earlier, and one of the LHW players is currently a little bit hurt, so we definitely saw some engagement there early by them. And I believe they were able to go ahead and knock down somebody, but they weren't able to get the finish that we're used to seeing them get.
That's absolutely right. Taking a look inside the LHW GT's camp here. Fixing headphones and taking it easy.
Waiting patiently. He doesn't have a helmet though. One shot and that helmet is pretty much gone. Big Russian Bot towards you here with his squad, waiting patiently. He has to watch out though. LHW knows that Torty and Big Russian Bot is there, so they definitely have to be careful about that.
Still looking through the windows. He definitely knows that he's there.
Now one thing you're gonna keep an eye out on. They are currently on the they got the height advantage, ladies and gentlemen. So it is something good to see, right? You want to go and see them have the height advantage, and we know that LHW definitely has the accuracy as well. And not only that, they have the scopes, because at this range, if you don't have these scopes, you might as well not want to go ahead and engage. You're not going to be able to get anything, PB.
Better to stay hidden and not show yourself than peek with a red dot or a holographic sight. These guys are all rocking 4 times and 6 times scopes from range.
As we see, Team Terror from India here, Amit, the one that was able to get away earlier, he's still alive. And GTW has been following him all along. They're saying, we want to go ahead and make sure we finish up that team. We were able to get 3 of you. Let's see if we can maybe get the 4th one. And they're looking for him too. They're trying to figure out where he's at. They're not going inside that complex yet. Amit does have the AKM, so he is ready to rumble. Is he gonna go ahead and be able to steal the car again and get away with it?
At this point in time, I wish Amit would just look out the window and just blow up their car. That would be the funniest thing in the world.
Imagine if he was actually able to go ahead and do that. Just destroy the GT squad by himself. That would just be priceless.
He got a close call there. He's able to live to fight another day, or at least live to hide another day.
And as we see Wildcard passing by RRQ here.
RRQ up on Potato Hill.
They definitely gotta watch out here. RRQ being hot right now. They have the momentum. They have everything going on for them at the moment. You gotta be careful with this team. I don't think at this point, PB, would you try to engage them, or would you just go ahead and let them lead?
I would definitely try to engage them before they get that position in the final circle. I would try to back them out early because, in addition to you having to perform well, you need to back them down a bit, man. You gotta have some of the other teams finish above them in order for you to gain ground.
Definitely, if you are able to knock them right now, they will pretty much finish Team 18, which will be huge for them. You're gonna pretty much stop them from getting more points. You're gonna stop them from getting kills there towards the end, and it will just be a huge. Oh my goodness, LHW there with the car. Okay, I haven't seen that before. Actually, I have seen it, but it was by mistake.
They're packing those cars into the shelter right now, keeping them hidden.
And Illuminate now coming in. They saw a lot of gunfights here early, and they're saying, you know what? Let's go ahead and go down there real quick. Although they don't seem to remember that they did blow out some of the tires of those cars. And as we see Cloud9, the only player left with Cloud9 is gonna look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We got Full Sin, we got Hayward, we got LHW nearby. Who's gonna go to be the first one as we see Gangstar starting to shoot some people from PRK and LHW? We see them consistent. We see them knock people out of cars. Can they go ahead and do that here as Hayward is trying to run away?
And look at that, Gangstar has knocked out and finished Team PRK with another subpar performance in Game 2 today.
And so definitely looking a little bit better. And Kodo actually being able to knock somebody down there. He wasn't able to get the kill, I don't believe. LHW getting some huge knocks. Actually not able to get the kills though. They're starting to get the knocks, but they're not able to finish them, which means they're not able to get points. And barely misses that shot. He goes for it again.
That was millimeters away from a headshot there. Very good try from Ace.
If you would have been able to get that, it would have been insane. Look at this. Headshots, Kodo, 1 kill. All right. And something I've been noticing too, it appears that LHW is always carrying one of those bulletproof UAC. I'm pretty sure they might be getting that flare gun that is so famous in PUBG Mobile. Calling it in, and that's actually a card that you want to go ahead and have, but you gotta be careful because you can't shoot out of those cars.
No, you can't. They're very difficult to shoot out of. You can't. And they're actually for bulletproof, so you can still shoot bullets into there and do damage. It's kind of death trap. So yes. Surprisingly, death trap around.
I wonder if they're just mostly using it as cover. We've seen them pretty much drive with 4 cars each player just having a single car to themselves. They don't mind if they get blown up as long as they can use it for cover. And it is not a hard shift whatsoever, as all the teams, pretty much all the teams, are currently inside in the Divine Mansion. Galaxy being here, trying to take control of Mansion, but they gotta watch out because they do have Torty nearby.
Torty outside the compound here, putting up a house in position. Just taking a fishing at Galaxy. Just got Julie looking out the window, Tom hanging out in the background here.
Looking for him. He does have the tree nearby, so nobody's gonna go ahead and spot him. But Torty does have that gun ready. He has the M4, and he also has a level 3 helmet. So if anything, he is going to go ahead and be able to take some shots, but they have to back up, watch out, because the Japanese team is going to come up from behind, and they could actually go ahead and get him. Now, keep in mind, this zone is going to go ahead and move here shortly, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like it's going to be going to Yasnaya. The zone is going to Yasnaya, which means a lot of teams are crewing outside the zone, baby.
looking strong here from LH. They've got the cars down in the tunnels, and they're going to be bringing them out. Winner chicken dinner lurking close by here. They're going to happen to see them. Yeah, they know they're there. Drew's got that UMP scoped into a distance. That's one of the shining weapons today. Pyro's been rocking it. Jude's been rocking it. We've seen some really solid UMP play from all players today.
That's something I love seeing about LHW. They pretty much, as soon as the sun moves, they say, all right, everybody roll up. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We did not want to stay here whatsoever. Let's start getting our positioning in. Let's start making sure we take over a certain compound. That way we don't have to worry about moving in late once the circle starts pushing.
I just see Kato out in the middle of nowhere. Just chilling, hanging out. Buying some time. He's trying to finish higher than 18. He made his way to 17.
No, not only him, but also Amir. Amir, one of the players that we saw earlier. Oh!
LHW LCD, the disrespect once again. Go hits and runs over somebody. He's not even going to try to bump.
He's just letting him know, watch out, don't stay out for too long.
That's right, LHW prioritizing position over fragging at this point, given their position in the tournament. But oh my goodness, we got some return fire coming. Managing to finish out with the M16 after a nice little snipe.
And if anything, that would be the best time to go ahead and push the Japanese team as they were currently outnumbered. Full send explosive, just pretty much ramming the car into the wall and getting herself inside the safe zone. Look at this, Katarina gonna go more than likely do the same thing, and LHW starting to take over this little building right here. He notices the car, he knows what's happening here. I wonder if he's gonna go ahead and try to blow out those tires so they don't get away, or just wait patiently so he doesn't give out his position.
You know, that's one thing I figured out about the use of that armored UAC. It's a little bit heavier. So when you run over people out in the open field, it hurts more.
It definitely does. As Amit is currently getting shot right here, Amit doesn't have any players left, so if he gets knocked, that is going to go ahead and be it for him. He's able to go ahead and sneak up a little bit. He is truly being a snake, but ladies and gentlemen, once you're by yourself and going up against all these teams, it might be the only hope.
Galaxy coming in from Korea, being shot at by their Japanese counterparts, Solchia. Oh, can they get out of dodge? Let's see. They're going to be going right to Yasnai, where guess who was waiting for them?
LHW, Hero, everybody, Hero. I'm pretty sure they want to go and get some kills as he is able to go and take out Galaxy Edge. Look at him go. He knows that there's more coming. He wants to go ahead and get that finish. Here comes the smokes from the Galaxy team. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and try to push that, or if he's going to go ahead and throw that grenade, which he throws the grenade, but he throws it inside.
Wow, that was awfully close. He blew a huge chance there, but he's able to get the finish after all. Holy cow, he almost blew himself up. That was not the intention. Man, he made that a little bit more difficult than it needed to be.
It did, but in a way, it kind of turned out working for him as he was able to go ahead and rotate to a different window and get the kill that he solely needed, as Hero currently has 2 players left. And look at this, the Japanese team, I want to go ahead and see what they can do. They didn't have such a great showing on day number 1. Can they go ahead and come out and just get some more kills and get even a better placing?
RRQ just knocked Hot Jukes from Wildcard, so they're engaged somewhere. Magenta just went down to the play zone, it looks like. Ooh, RRQ getting knocked. Wildcard firing back. Seagun getting a knock there.
Seagun, we know he's a good player. We know that what he can do up close and personal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the circle has moved. LHW is going to have to move. Hero's going to have to move. Galaxy is going to have to move. All these teams that we're truly seeing on your screen are going to have to move. And you need to go ahead and do it as soon as possible because they got 1 minute left before the circle starts moving in. And look at this, LHW is starting to take out people there. Did I see somebody from Full Sand being able to go ahead and take out somebody from LHW? LHW clears out Full Sand. Lucifer being able to get some kills as well. Siga gets taken down by Illuminate. And look at this angle that RRQ is trying to get here on GameStars. As GameStars is taking over that little sniper tower.
Trying to keep track of what's happening with the kill feed is really, really difficult. You see 2 squads fighting each other, and then all of a sudden the 3rd squad knocking somebody, the same one, and then a 4th squad. Everybody seems to be fighting everybody here on rotation.
So much action.
Illuminate chasing RRQ right now after taking out Wildcard.
Wildcard is currently in a bad position here as they are going to surround it, and they're not going to be able to get that much cover. But RRQ does notice a player laying down. He takes those shots, and he's going to go ahead and make sure he finishes it with that mini 14 and that 6 times down.
Oh, he sees
so
another
much
one.
love. He backs. He says, you know what? Let me go. I'm not going to go ahead and finish it off again. He's not standing up. He's just standing there. He's seeing what's
Amit just got a kill as well, taking out Nanachu from Japan.
Amit definitely putting up the firepower there for the terrorist squad as outsiders getting caught out once again. He is known to overextend a little bit. Outsider needs to back up a little bit more because if not, he's going to go and get picked apart here as RRQ has his LHW take out somebody from GameStars as well.
RRQ really impressive there with that mini 14. G9 just not missing very many shots at all. Knocking three different teams there. That was really impressive.
And interesting stuff like a mid is now trying to push towards the zone, and RRQ senior with the clutch that we saw from yesterday.
Another kill from RRQ G9. Great work with that mid.
Sitting at 8 kills, BB, and there's still 24 people left, ladies and gentlemen. So they can definitely go and start racking up the kills here, something that they are known for. And look at this, GameStars.
Look at the position of GameStars.
Interesting here.
They are in the middle of this zone for now, but we do have a new zone developing, and nothing is currently inside of it. Kind of interesting.
The longest kill distance is by RRQ G9 with 267 meters. Is he going to be able to go ahead and continue that trend, though? Because now GTW has spotted them. And GTW needs to go ahead and get this finished if they want to go ahead and move up on the leaderboard. They want to go ahead and just clear out RRQ. This is what they want, and they just died. They do just that with the M4.
They've got a little bit of time though before the zone does collapse, but they're in a problematic spot right now. GameStars trying to move their way in using their smokes to their advantage. Ever Fury's going to get knocked here. Ever Fury goes down to 6 God. Smoke just a little bit late. He's able to get popped there. Trying to grab some cover. He's found him. Can't connect for the win.
He's still shooting him even though he's through his smoke. You gotta go ahead and move around. LHW cruelly trying to control this compound as GTW is pretty much fighting out GameStars and also RRQ.
Look at this. Arab Madness making an appearance here in the top 7. King is still alive, as well as the rest of the squad over to the side here.
Oh, Arab Madness gets taken down there by LHW, and more than likely he's not going to be able to get picked up because the zone is now starting to move up. Arab Madness King with the DP28 starting to push up as well. LHW is going to go ahead and have to sacrifice some players here as the zone is coming in. GTW is going to go ahead and come up as well. Is he going to be able to go ahead and get out of that zone? Arab Madness goes down to GTW.
Again, GTW with the superior positioning in every final zone so far. LHW again doesn't get the final circle, looking strong all game, but unable to get into the final zone. Ace goes down to one more member. It looks like Zen is trying to get the way in. He does do so, healing up at this point, but they are in a load of trouble.
GameStars Hungry gets taken out there by the Japanese team. Look at Fire waiting patiently by himself inside the smoke area, and the Japanese team looking very strong here as they are actually trying to secure their highest placing so far in the tournament.
Japan looking really good right now. A couple of members left. One of them is not, though, at this point. Again, 6 teams left, but only 13 alive, so not much more than 2 per team at this point. A lot of individuals falling around, and you got Illuminate here with 2 to their name. JCD and Maroon 5 trying to flush out for
GTW getting taken out by LHW. RRQ seeing that, and they're also start shooting at them. There you go some players here from GTW. Is LHW gonna go and push the action a little bit here as they're getting
huge grenade there. Nice work from Zen. LHW ending the game for their counterparts there. They will be moving on, and that is huge for them as they're trying to push this team that GTW.
They are, and look at that beautiful shot there by RRQ Sung as he was able to go ahead and get some knocks. And LHW is he gonna be able to get under there? Barely with 5 HP. He's gonna go ahead and be able to go ahead and take out somebody. Eliminate Maroon 5.
Ace goes down. Pyra getting a kill there on a Lucy. Pyra is really trying to clutch this. Look at this. Gets the finish. Nice job. He's got himself into the top 3.
Pyra, finally the North American team being able to go into the top 3. Can Pyra go ahead and just secure another top 2 spot? RRQ still looking dominant. They're looking for that 4th win in a row. They do have 3 members left. They're going up against the Japanese team. And Pyra, which is by himself.
Interesting tactics here from RRQ. They're very split, which could prove a little bit interesting. We've got ourselves GameStars hanging out in the smoke right now. To know that. Grenades coming in. He's in the blue zone, trying to outlast, trying to med. Japan with 2 members left, really trying to figure out what's going on. Look at this. RRQ. He got the kill. Pyra goes down.
Push the action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. RRQ sees him, and he goes 4 in a row. 4 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. RRQ is showing us what they're made of, and they are trying to make sure they start winning it from freaking pay number 2.
4 in a row. Unbelievable stuff. out here. RRQ Athena, welcome back to the stage once again. They're getting used to talking to these guys. 13 kills in this one to wrap up the chicken dinner. But really proud of Team Japan making an appearance in the top two. Nice job to them. Dottie, pubgM, and Manage, and Leshy all making their way into that second place spot. And then we see our first appearance from a North American squad in the top three, and that is Gangstarz with Pyro really going clutch at the end. Almost made it to the top two. Got taken out just in time.
Absolutely monumental. I could not believe what we are watching here from RRQ. What a performance so far. 4 chicken dinners in a row. It's unheard of.
That's insane. This caliber of competition, this many teams involved to win 4 in a row. It's been some major final 6 games here. So far, they have not been lucky going into that final circle. Look at the number of kills over each of their players.
Yeah. And something that I noticed there from the team kills is that Gangstarz is slowly but surely starting to creep up. They're now on the 5th spot of kills. Something that I do like seeing there. They're starting to wake up, and LHW, just the players alone being too dominant.
I like that we had a clash of sharks as well in that final game. LH and GT going up against one another, trying to eliminate each other, and there's G9 going up against Pyra in terms of those stack kills, and overall, again, kind of big plays coming out from both of these guys.
Pyra been absolutely clutch so far with the UMP, and he was able to get some sweet kills from the AK there at the end. Kind of hanging out in the blue zone, trying to met up. Unfortunately, got spot taken out. But G9, really impressive that game, like super impressive with the Mini-14. A masterful display of that weapon.
These are the standings here for round 6. We see RRQ Athena with 695 points, and Team Japan, actually one of the teams that won it. This is by far their best place of the tournament. With 2nd place, they were able to hold some kills with 470 points total. I love seeing that there by Team Japan.
Yeah, if you consider that they came into the day as 17th with 550 points. Just from this game alone, they doubled basically what they've got from day one, which is nice.
Big shout out to Amit from the Terror.
Yes.
He got his team all the way up to 9th spot after being as the very first to go out. So that's a huge testament to him and his survivability over the course of that match.
I actually want to roll it back to that moment though, because I think that, them getting that knockout spot at the beginning, they've been a little bit more aggressive. They could have potentially actually done some damage there to them.
If they would have pushed the action from the get-go before GTW would have gotten actually comfortable with it, they could have gone ahead and get those skills. Luckily for him, he was able to go ahead and use those smokes and just run with it. But as we see there, RRQ Athena almost 1,000 points ahead of everybody.
Like the Burj Khalifa itself, towering above 2nd place at the moment. Who is going to be able to stop RRQ? That is massive distance ahead of even 2nd place.
It's insane how much of a gap there is right now. As you can see, the Chinese and the Thai teams dominating the top 6 spots. And it goes Thailand, China, Thailand. And then you see North America creeping up finally into the number 7 spot. Gangstarz having a solid performance here with a 3rd place in game number 6. Yeah, wow, good stuff from them. Big rush spot, holding strong at number 8.
Definitely. RRQ Athena overall, though, those wins are paying off. The kills are too. LHW, as we have been mentioning throughout the day, they need to go ahead and start getting those wins too if they want to go ahead and challenge for that $200,000 prize pool.
It's going to be such a monumental task to try and go up against RRQ, especially since they have still 50% of the tournament to go, and I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
They really don't. They're just positioning well, they're shooting well, they're not missing shots, and they're really impressive on their rotations. They're getting there early, they're putting pressure on other teams, and I don't see it slowing down. It's going to continue, and they're the type of team to not take their foot off the gas and think, hey, we have a value. They're going to go come for your throat.
I wouldn't be surprised if they honestly win every single game today.
I mean, you make a good point. It could happen. It's extremely unlikely, considering this is PUBG. Sometimes things don't go your way, but they've shown that they are capable of doing it. One thing I want to ask you guys is that looking at how all of our Chinese teams, our Taiwan teams come in, is this a wake-up call for the Western audience here to see this kind of performance and be like, whoa, they're amazing?
It definitely is, in my opinion. I think that I don't think there's any fault to be had by the European or the North American teams. It's just not something that they're used to seeing on the daily basis. And of course, you're not going to cross-server compete just due to latency issues. So you play within your own little sphere, your little ecosystem. But this is great experience, I think, for all teams to kind of come together and play against high-caliber competition from all over the world. And the Thai and the Chinese teams are really setting the bar here for what is elite play.
All right, well, thank you very much, gentlemen. It's time to head over to the stage as we join familiar faces. RRQ wins once again. Thank you, Polaris. We're here on stage with no surprise yet again, RRQ. This time I'm here with Senior. It's the fourth person from RRQ we've had up here as they have secured 4 chicken dinners so far. So let's get on with the questions I have to ask. You guys keep winning, so I want to know